Classic Truck Rescue. I get a lot of calls from people saying, hey Rick, I've got an old truck. Would you be interested in buying it? And it's usually on the other side of the country and rusted to the ground, and they want $9,000 for it. Not always, but most of the time it's a truck that's too far away and would cost me more to go get than it would be worth for me to get. I try to find people in that area that could reasonably go rescue the truck without breaking the bank when that happens. But every now and then I get a pleasant surprise. Spoke to a lady this morning, first thing this morning. Hey, I've got a couple old trucks. One of them's an International Scout, which caught my interest because I have a friend named Ben Palmer who loves Internationals, and that's all he does. I said, what's the other truck? Oh, it's a 55 GMC. 55 GMC? Her dad has had the GMC since she was a kid. Her dad's 99 years old. He's finally realized that he's probably not going to get around to restoring it. 40 years ago, he pulled the motor out of it, and I guess the motor's in the garage and the truck's outside, so I don't know what's left of it. And it's been out in the weather for 40 years, but it's worth going to look at. I know a guy that really likes 55 GMCs. Anyway, got the truck inspector general with me. Are you happy, honey? You still smell a little bit like skunk. Anna decided she needed to fight a skunk recently, and I don't know who won, but you lost the smell good battle. I had to do the whole tomato juice and thing with her, but you smell pretty good now. Anyways, gonna take her with me, let her inspect it. Truck inspector general on the job, and what the heck, it doesn't cost anything to go look. I really don't have the funds to be buying this right now, but I'm headed out anyways because they finally got my hats all fixed. I'm getting those sent out to my Patreon, www.patreon.com/Classic Truck Rescue. Thank you to my Patreon guys. Wrote every one of them that has a letter coming, a letter, got stickers, hats, going to the post office, getting my Patreons all caught up. The next thing for my Patreons is that we're going to figure out how to do live streams just to the Patreon channel for my Patreons. I've been having to step up, seriously step up how many videos I'm putting out for YouTube. The people that go to Patreon and support us through that channel, they get a little extra just because they're helping a little extra. Got a comment from a guy today. I uploaded a video today, and a guy left a comment saying intros are boring, with 10 O's. I can do without them or something like that. And I replied to his comments by saying, are you familiar with the fast forward feature? It's a lot easier for you to skip the intros than it is for me to omit content that some people do like. Are you familiar with the fast forward feature? And then I said, I think you can even use one finger to do it. Really? If you don't like a certain part of the video, skip it. Skip it. And also, he's not even a subscriber. He's just surfing, trolling YouTube, and basically some people do like my intros. I'll be keeping the intros. Annabella and I are going to go check out this 1955 GMC pickup. I know nothing. Oh, you guys are bouncing around. Sorry. Anyway, Classic Truck Rescue. Anna and I are going to go check out this 55 GMC after we stop at the post office, get all this stuff shipped off. What is that? There's a critter out in my pasture. You get out of that pasture, critter. Anyway, I'll be back when we're there. Oh, also, it's really close. It's in Portland, which is scary. A lot of bad things can happen to classic vehicles, Anna, in Portland. Anyway, we're going to go rescue it. Well, I don't know if we're going to rescue it. We're going to go look at it, and I'll share it with you. I'll be back. Holy cow, folks. Annabella knows she's close. This truck is in Portland, in the middle of Felony Flats. This is a rough neighborhood right here. And you're making it rough. Your destination is on the left. And your dad's name was?
Bob.
Bob?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bob. Do you mind telling us the story about this interesting old truck? How long have you had it, Bob? Bob's 99, by the way. Happy birthday. I understand you just had a birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Sir? Did you serve? Did you serve in the military?
You bet.
What branch?
I was in the field artillery.
Field artillery.
We had the biggest guns that the Army had. They were 8-inch howitzers.
Yeah?
And we had the biggest Mack trucks to pull them.
Where did you fire those big guns?
Germany.
Yeah, so you were in World War II then.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for all your sacrifice and work for us.
Mostly in the Ruhr Valley. We blew up the heavy German fortifications.
Good for you.
That's what they wanted the 8-inch howitzers for.
Yeah.
We really ruined the place for them.
Right on. Anyway, somebody got a hold of me, and this has been sitting for what, 40 years, Bob?
I guess.
About 40 years.
Long time.
Bob did some.
Tell by the license plates when we used
In 1978 is what the license plates are saying.
We put many miles on it after I put the dual wheels on. I would never have another camper that.
Did you widen those fenders?
Yeah, I made.
You used another pair of fenders, right?
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, it started
Anyway.
out in life as jackets of a electric hot water tank.
Oh, really?
And that's what I used for all material to make those.
You formed the metal yourself.
I did it myself.
They used to do it that way.
I've
It's
had
all-
more people ask me, where did you buy those fenders from, extensions from? And they wouldn't hardly believe it when I told them, well, I made them.
And so he converted it from, it's a 3/4 ton 55 GMC
Right.
that he converted to a dually rear end on.
It
Full
came
floater.
Let's get this down straight. It came from the factory with a 1-ton full floating truck
Oh.
rear end under it. And that made it easy for me to design and build the spools for it.
When did you buy the truck, Bob? 1963? That's his daughter, Gail. So, wow. Man, 63, 73, 83, 93, 03,
Made
13.
one trip to Yellowstone.
Almost 60 years you've had this truck.
Well, time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm getting there myself. I just turned 59.
Well, you're a youngster.
Yeah, I don't feel like it. I just fell off a ladder a month ago and broke 2 vertebrae and came to the realization that I got to be more careful.
Join the club. That's what happened to me. I
Yeah.
was hanging onto a safety rail on our bathtub, and the thing pulled off and threw
Oh,
me
no.
across the room, and I busted 2 vertebrae
Oh.
in my back. And I've had to do 2. Did they do spinal
I just
fusion?
broke those things that stick off the back of them. You know, it didn't break, it didn't damage the spinal cord.
Well, I had to do 2 spinal fusions on
Oh.
my back. That's one reason I'm kind of disabled.
Yeah.
Had another mishap and busted 3 bones in this foot.
99 years old, though. You must be doing something right.
Maybe you'd like to see the spool that goes on here.
Yes, I would, but I don't want you to wear yourself out. I want you to tell me, okay, so he widened the fenders, but look at this, folks. Original big window truck, deluxe cab. Somebody shot the window out, so Bob said, he had a camper on the back of it. He said, well, I'll make a window that rolls up and down. How much work do you think was involved with that? I'm not even going to try because that all needs to be lubed up and everything.
Works just real great.
Oh boy, we got problems up there. Yeah. Looks like it's kind of gone around the window. Yeah. Ashtray and radio. Did somebody steal the ashtray and the radio? or did it not have that?
I just now noticed they aren't there anymore.
They used to be, though? That's too
Originally,
bad.
somebody must have swiped them.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it was a 6-cylinder truck.
That's right, a 248.
Okay. It's got the, it does have the hydromatic, though.
At the moment I was ready to rebuild it. It's been bored 30 over.
Yeah?
And that's as far as it got.
Alright, I'm going to set this down for a second and take a look under the hood and see what is and isn't.
Looks pretty messy.
You know, in 56, they changed this hood latch, or this piece right here, so you could get your hand in there and get to the hood. Yeah, they made a divot. So, in 55, you couldn't get your hand in there to save your life to open that hood latch. In 56, they made a divot right there. But in 55, you got to go way up back here.
This aircraft fuel pump for it. And an extra coil just in case. Here's the carburetor and the manifold for it.
Oh, the transmission's out of it too?
Yeah, the tranny's out.
Okay.
The hydromatic truck transmission.
Yeah.
And that really made I kind of laughed at hydromatic, so I got this thing. And made a believer out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. He did a good job on those fenders. I got to give him that. Too bad we couldn't have got to this about 20 years ago, though.
Talking about the box, I put a 9-gauge piece of sheet metal on the bottom of there.
Oh, yeah. On top of the wood, or did you take the wood out first?
I think the wood must be on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. A lot of body and fender work. I straightened up 2 wrecked pickups and refurbished a 39 Mercury convertible that needed help.
Yeah.
And the people that owned them were happy what I did, so I know how to.
Well, you did a really good job on those fenders. I assumed that you had just taken another set of fenders and cut them down.
Nope.
He says, nope. I made those. Out of what? A hot water heater skin?
Yeah,
Right on.
hot water tank.
I think it's kind of cool. And did you widen that bumper?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
And it's also reinforced. There's some Model T Ford frame rails underneath.
Right on. Oh, it's kind of neat. It's got a. Boy, I wish I could have got a hold of this 20 years ago, Bob.
Well, I wish you could have too.
I think it's pretty neat, though. You did a good job, and you made it unique. I would really like to lubricate up the stuff for that back window and make it roll up and down again. When have you seen a roll-up big window?
Part of that used to be a frame of education wagon.
This is off the back. Do you mind if I put this inside, Bob? This?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Shouldn't be out.
Yeah. Let's have another look inside. Oh, I wish I could have got a hold of this 20 years ago. But I'm glad you took that rubber mat off. When did you do that?
Darn if I remember.
Yeah, darn if I remember. What's going on? Oh, it's you put a tissue dispenser in it. That's an aftermarket tack. It's not a factory accessory tack. But what's that over there? Yeah, you get on the job. Look around. We call her the Truck Inspector General, Bob. She has her own decals. Yeah. She goes through all of them. Let's see. So it's got standard heater, radio and ashtray, missing in action. Front end looks decent. 55 GMC 3/4 ton with the 1 ton and the custom by Bob rear fenders.
And the bumper.
And the bumper, yep. I'm assuming that canopy was designed for a fleet side, huh?
I don't know what it was. I got it because I got a deal on it and it helped protect the body of the truck.
Yeah, yeah, it did. All right. So the engine and where the engine and transmission.
In the garage.
Okay.
So we'll take a look at those.
All right, we're gonna go take a look at the engine and transmission, and then I promised my buddy Ben Palmer that I would look at the Scout.
While you're at it, look at this spool. You've never seen anything like that before.
That goes on there?
Yes, it does.
Holy
First, your
cow!
inside dual goes on. This spool goes on.
Look at that. You're not gonna pick that up, are you, Bob?
I'm going to turn it over.
Oh, all right.
The blower is a press fit, slight press fit on this.
Oh, I see. It goes around the humps on the hub.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah. Wow, he wanted a dually, folks. He wasn't kidding around.
Well, I'm an expert welder, as being everything else, so there's some of my handiwork.
You made that?
Well, of course I did. I designed
Holy
it, built
cow.
every bit of it.
Back when American men, when they wanted something, they made it. They made it. Holy cow, look at the work on that. So you're a machinist.
Yeah, I'm a machinist,
Okay.
but I've also done a lot of, I had 7 years experience welding, commercial welding, and then I did, like I told you, I straightened up 2 different wreck pickups.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of that body and fender work.
Does the other one still have the dual on it, Bob?
Yes, it does.
All right, let's get a look at what it looks like when he has all his stuff on there. He did do a good job on those fenders. Look at that. Look at that with the hubcaps on it. You can't even tell it's a dually until, wow, look at that. I've never seen it done like that. It's got all the hubcaps because I saw one back here. I saw one hiding. I did. Where did I see that?
They're back there.
I saw one hiding right there. That is interesting.
What did you see?
Yeah, they're flat. They look like the front ones. I saw. I've never seen that done before. That's amazing. Holy cow. All right, so what's with the threaded thing? Do you have something that goes on the end there, Bob?
Well, here I'll show you.
You want me to slide that on there for you? My back's probably not a whole lot better than yours.
It needs the rust cleaned off, and it needs some oil.
Okay. All right, we won't mess with that right now.
It's a tight fit, though.
That's amazing. Holy cow.
Here's one of the lug bolts. This is sort of, you ever see or hear of a Bud 5-ton or 10-ton conversion for a 1.5-ton Ford truck, Chevrolet or Dodge? They use a spool, lug wrench, lug that's threaded on the inside and the outside. One of them's left on.
Oh, I have trucks that have this kind of a stud lug nut on them.
Okay,
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, you just, I have a special tool for that, actually, for my bigger trucks.
What kind of bigger trucks did you have?
I've got 1.5-ton, 2-ton, 2.5-ton, 3-ton, and I've got a GMC 550 series dump truck
Okay, you know
that we call Bullfrog.
a lot about trucks, but that's one of the lug.
So this goes on first, and then that goes on.
And then that goes on, and then your outside one goes on.
I really like the way those mount. I do. That's pretty cool. See, I don't think, no, I'd leave it like it is, folks. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like it the way it is.
You need a special lug wrench for it.
Oh, that's for your square heads? Yeah, all right.
And this is to give some extra leverage. And I,
That kind of goes with the truck, doesn't it, Bob?
of course it does.
All right. Huh. Okay, well, I'd like to have a look at the
Yeah, let's go.
engine and tranny. Wow. That's just neat. To me, that's just neat. That's history right there. That's history. All right, we'll go to the garage, folks. She actually has more fans than I do. They like her better than me. Yeah, I know.
You got a cute doggy there.
Yeah, that's my daughter. Oh, are you going in, Bob? No, Anna, come here. Come here.
She can go in.
There's no dogs loose in there?
No.
Okay.
She's been in a couple times.
All right. She won't go potty in your house, I promise.
She's fine. She's been checking it all out.
She doesn't know where to start or end.
Well, I can.
You want me to hold this for you?
I can go in by the way of the side door, but I have to go unlock it.
Okay.
It's unlocked,
Why
Dad.
don't I do that?
All right, well, we'll go around
It's
then.
unlocked. We can go around.
Okay. Anna, you stay with me. Anna, come here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl.
Go sideways through here.
Wow, I can't. That's amazing, that machine work he did on that. I didn't understand what he was talking about making it into a dually, but I've never seen anyone do that. I mean, it's well done, very well done, but holy cow, a lot of work into that.
He's trying to get this.
Oh, it smells great in here.
It's not gonna-
Folks, this smells great. You don't know. Look at that. Holy
I
cow.
just took a Bridgeport out of here in a fairly large lane, so it was.
Wow. It just smells like the old shop. I love it. Reminds me of my grandpa's shop. My grandpa, when I was real little, they'd take me to my grandma and grandpa's house and they wouldn't be able to find me, and they knew where to find me. I was always out in his shop or climbing in and out of his old cars. And
I'll take you downstairs before you leave.
holy cow. All right, I guess I'm supposed to be looking for an engine and tranny in here.
Oh, so much junk in the way. The block's on an engine stand back there, and it's just been newly rebored to the over.
Oh, back there?
Right in front of you there. On that engine,
Yeah,
the
back
blue
in the
engine
corner
stand.
there.
Oh, I see the hydromatic. The torque converter's still in it.
On the engine stand, just to your right. It's all
By
covered
the
up.
way, that,
Oh, okay. I got you.
that is not a torque converter.
Oh, it's a fluid coupler.
And it doesn't need it.
It's a coupler.
Second and high gear, though, the power goes around the fluid coupling.
Yeah.
Driving those two gears. So in high, you get darn good mileage for an automatic.
He knows what he's talking about.
And there's a 2-ton hydromatic, I believe, right there behind you.
Yeah, that's for a big truck.
There's a 10 for it.
Yep. Okay. How long ago was the machine work done on the, or was the machine?
Several years ago.
Yeah.
Probably right after you took it out.
See what happened, my wife had a stroke and she was completely disabled for about 6.5 years, and I had to help take care of her. I didn't get anything else done.
Yeah, I understand what that's like. We're going through that with my dad right now. But I still think the best place for an older person is at home with their family.
She had to be in a home. But
Yeah.
They needed help with her.
All right, so we will not be getting this one running and driving at home, folks.
For darn sure.
It's a neat old truck, though.
More parts up here.
More parts for the truck.
I've done a lot of land clearing, and that's what that stuff's all about.
Oh, your harnesses and stuff. Yeah, I'm building a 48 by 96 pole barn by myself right now. I think I bit off a little more than I could chew. I'm in 3 years into it now. but I'm doing it by myself.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
I'm not a carpenter.
Well, my dad is, and he was my foreman on the job, and then he broke his hip, and but he was coming out there, and he'd just sit in a chair and tell me what to do, and it was so valuable just to have that, you know, and have him drawing and he showing me what to do.
Is he still around?
Yes, he is. We finally took him out of the care facility home to my mom's house. We built him some ramps and stuff so he can get in and out, and
That's good.
he's doing a lot better. I'm taking him dumbbells, and he said, "Can you bring me some bigger dumbbells, son? Those are getting kind of light." So I took him some bigger ones. He's doing good. He's a lot happier at home. All right. Well, I guess
All I can show you.
this is really neat.
Rick,
Yes.
why don't you come downstairs for a minute? You'll enjoy it.
Okay. Is my dog already down there?